Today for the Bitcoin price. Guys, I was just here sitting on the balcony making some research about Bitcoin, and I found something in the charts, actually a chart which every single one of you can use, which is not only predicting whether the bull market is over or not. No, it is predicting, based upon the 11 years history of Bitcoin, how long this bull market is going to last and how high we will go. This chart actually, if you used it back in the days, it helped you to outperform the whole market, to time the tops, time the bottoms. I will show you exactly how to use it, how to read it, and what it is predicting for Bitcoin right now in the immediate, mid and long run. Make sure you stay here until the very end. And also guys, quick words of appreciation. Thank you so much for that. We are recently hitting new all-time highs for the likes, getting 15-20,000 likes per video. Thank you so much for that. Make sure you smash up the like button, you leave your favorite altcoins down below, and if you are new to the MMCrypto family, well, you might as well just scroll down, press the subscription button, press the bell and press on all, because we were crushing it throughout the last few months. We are the most profitable community in the world, and if you want a welcome bonus for your own trading, down below I have $700 for free in the pinned comment down below. Make sure you take advantage of that. If you're new to the MMCrypto family, welcome. Let's deep dive here into the chart right now, and I can tell you guys, this is something for the history books, and I do kid you not, guys. Look at this. So first of all, what we are seeing here is the BLX chart from the last 11, let's say 12 years, from 2010 starting, and we basically have here a few different, let me show you this. So 2010, 2011, 2012, the cycle there with a massive parabolic run up, and then a bear market with converging trend lines, and the Bitcoin price breaking out towards the next bear market, converging trend lines, bear market, and then the next thing over and over again, right? The Bitcoin is basically doing the same thing in different shoes here every single time, and the vertical lines here are the Bitcoin halvings. We had one in November 2013, we had another one in June 2016, and we just recently had one here in May 2020. Actually, I have to screw that a little bit more to the left hand side, and every single time after the halving we are getting these big pumps. So I was predicting that earlier, among of course also other people. Oh, I have to go down to the monthly chart. Among other people, of course, I was not the only one, that we are going here to a massive parabolic run towards the upside. But what actually can tell us that we are right now topping out or not? Well, here on the downside you can see the RSI, and the monthly RSI is my favorite RSI. People are using it for the short term, but the higher the term is, so on the monthly, it is much more accurate than on all other time frames. And people are saying on the RSI, I'll go quickly back here when I explain that to you properly. If you are plotting the RSI on the monthly against the Bitcoin price, then you can see whenever Bitcoin is overbought and oversold. On other time frames, people are using the 70 level for Bitcoin to be overbought and the below 30 level for Bitcoin to be oversold. Well, however, on the monthly, and especially for an asset class like Bitcoin, I am using the 95 level. Whenever Bitcoin dipped historically above the 95, whenever it went above the 95 level, we saw an immediate rejection down. We saw either a big rejection of 50-60% or even a bear market. We saw that 2 times in 2013. We saw it 2 times in 2017, and we are on the verge to see that once again. I want to show you exactly what we have to look out for, how you can use that, and when we are topping out temporarily, and when we are going into the bear market, and what price targets I am personally predicting here for this bull cycle. So look at this. What I already told you is I'm looking for the 95 level. So this orange horizontal line here represents the severely overbought level for Bitcoin on the monthly. So whenever we are dipping above, Bitcoin is due for an insane retracement. So we saw that here already back in the days, of course, also in 2011, but the chart history is not enough for that. But in 2013, we saw the first dip here already in June above. And well, what happened? What doesn't look crazy to you over there? Let me show you this. Where's the measurement tool? Actually, don't know. Here's the measurement tool. What doesn't look like a crazy retracement to you right now, we are talking here about a 70% retracement. We went 70% down once we hit the 95 on the RSI for the first time here. Right there you can see we hit it. And then we went to a severe 70% rejection. Doesn't look like it, but it was 70%. And a last run up. Well, how could you outperform the market back then? Well, just sell the 95% level on the RSI and buy back in once we are back below the 70, right? And then sell against the 95% on the RSI. and we went into this big bear market. Buy back in below the 70 or scale into the market. Well, how to outperform the next bull market? Well, just sell the 95 on the RSI, and as you can see, Bitcoin was here getting this only red candle where we actually had a 45% retracement down. Buy below the actually here it didn't go to the 70, here buy back at the 82. So this is basically, actually I should rephrase it. It is a sell indicator, not a buy indicator. So if you actually sold there, well, you outperformed the market in the short term, but the most important thing is we also again had a double dip above the 95. And if you sold the 95% there once again, you could scale out at the 95 levels, for example. Well, you perfectly timed the bull market high. You can see it right there. And right now, the Bitcoin price is actually approximately at the 91 level. So I am personally predicting that in April, if we are going higher here in April, we will go above the 95 level. So potentially we will be topping out in April, get a severe rejection down, and one last retail FOMO run towards the upside. I personally predicted for a very, very long time already that Bitcoin is going to go in a big institutional run-up, maybe even to the 75,000, to the 100,000 US dollar level, where institutions are buying in. Then we are creating red selling pressure towards the downside, where of course the institutions are selling onto the retail investors. And then one last run where we are really getting in all the last people here in this big run-up above the 95 level once again. So what can you do to profit from this chart, to profit from this price prediction actually? And of course, take it with a grain of salt. Make your own research. This is very important, of course, guys. But if you want to take this for your own advantage, what I would personally be doing is, of course, with my long-term holding portfolio, I will be holding Bitcoin forever. I will not sell it. If I want to buy real estate, if I want to buy equity, if I want to buy whatever, land, I will buy that with Bitcoin in a few years, in 5 or 10 years. This is my game plan. But if you have a small fraction of your portfolio with which you want to be outperforming the market to buy and then to sell and then buy back later for cheaper prices, well, then the target could be to sell the second dip into the 95 territory. You can already scale out on the first one, but it's a risky game. We always dip in 2 times. I would be personally, if I would be going that strategy, scale out on the second dip above the 95 on the RSI. And that is, at least so far, it was always the top of the bull market. You can take it as you want. I, of course, have much more charts to show you. I will not go into all of them. Just want to show you quickly here. This one, for example, it just shows you the coin days destroyed and shows you once again that the bull market is not over. The coin days destroyed, the CDD is actually showing you how many days were destroyed on Bitcoin. And what you can see here down in 2013-14, we went above the 1 level and 2 times. And in 2017, we went way above and beyond that towards the level of 2. And right now we are just at the 2013 levels. But what we need on that, and I want to explain to you exactly what this actually means for Bitcoin, what we need on the coin days, just a second guys, what we need on the coin days destroyed level is, this actually means whenever a Bitcoin is moved, let's say you buy a Bitcoin yourself in, I don't know, 50 days ago or 100 days ago, if you have it on the blockchain and then you are moving it once again, this means you destroy 50 days on the Bitcoin blockchain. So the more coin destroyed are actually on the Bitcoin blockchain, the more you know, okay, longer term holders are actually selling. And towards the end of a bull market, the long term holders are selling. This is why the coin days destroyed chart is going towards the upside. This is when the long-term holders, the big believers, are even selling onto the retail investors. So what we are looking out for is, of course, the coin days destroyed to go higher than the previous market in 2017, because we are accumulating more and more days as more as the Bitcoin blockchain is actually maturing. So this is showing us once again, just as the RSI, we are probably going to see a few more months of upwards price action, because the long-term holders are not even selling. The coin days destroyed are not even as high as in 2013, not even, very far to be as high as in 2017. So I personally think that this bull market is probably, we are going to see another big run up to up until March. Then we are going to see a big sell-off, a big punishment for all the retail investors joining too late and then having weekends, and one last institutional run up. So probably the bull market and will be, in my opinion, And towards, like, if you just look at the past performance, it is not a clear indication for future performance, but at least it gives us a hint as what Bitcoin was doing before. I personally expect at least 4 to 8 months more of upwards price action, of course, with one big shakeout in the meantime. And this is the big takeaway from here, guys. If you are thinking about, well, if you bought in at Bitcoin at 1,000 and you think, okay, this might be the end of the bull market, I wouldn't be too sure about that. Let me know what you think about that. I personally predict at least a price target of $300,000. I think this is just with all other factors, given what we should expect from this bull market, but then add the money printing, add the billionaires joining, could be probably more than that. Let me know your price prediction down below. I want to know what you think Bitcoin is going to reach until the end of the bull market. And of course, the more qualified your argument is, the more qualified your comment is, the more likely I will go down and also share my own opinion below your own post. Thank you so much for that, guys. Thank you so much for watching until the very end. Thank you so much for smashing up the like button towards the new all-time high. And with that being said, we will see each other already today at the next one of MMCrypto. As always, guys, as always. Bye-bye.